Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Dominic Wilde. I'm the SVP of Marketing at Mirantis. I joined Mirantis last year, and I've spent over 30 years in the high tech industry. Came from a networking background. Spent a lot of time in product management. Ran in both startup worlds and large companies as well. Been a CEO a couple of times, started some companies, and yeah, I was introduced to Mirantis last year. Alex Friedland, who's the founder and CEO, started talking about how I might help with the marketing side of things, and got very excited about the prospects for the company and where the company sits in this exciting time in sort of the Kubernetes landscape, as things are hotting up with AI happening and stuff as well. So yeah, I was excited to join and bring my sort of years of experience and help to shape the company moving forward. So I think there's different levels of challenges. I mean, luckily, I think Kubernetes has really matured now. Obviously, we can see we're here at KubeCon. It's a huge event. A lot of people here, and that is a testament to the maturity of Kubernetes. So I think that a lot of companies have the expertise, the capability to be running and orchestrating their environments, their cloud environments and infrastructure environments. So that's the good news with the Kubernetes. I think the remaining challenges are that we are now moving into a very, very interesting world, both sort of geopolitically, from a regulatory perspective. There's a lot going on. I think everybody's aware of the things that are happening in the world, but that has a knock-on effect to all of the the DevOps, the platform teams, all of the people who are really facing challenges, enterprises, telcos everywhere. And it's really driven around, how do I provide data sovereignty? How do I provide, the data isolation, the workload isolation that are required from a regulatory perspective? And so what we're seeing is a strong trend and moving to sort of tenancy, internal multi-tenancy, using multi-cluster. And when you move to a sort of multi-cluster strategy, which is necessary, one workload or a few workloads per cluster, you start to then get into Kubernetes sprawl. You get inefficiencies and things. And so where we come in is we announced a project, open source project called Cordant, which enables you to simplify a multi-cluster challenge, simplify running a whole bunch of services, including distributed AI applications and workloads on top of this service, but gives you centralized control, uses Kubernetes as a common control plane across hybrid environments from public cloud to private cloud to the edge as well. And so bringing all of this together in a simple to use but open and secure by design enterprise grade solution that is founded in open source, we believe is the right way to move forward, rather than looking for proprietary package solutions that require you to rip and replace. We're providing optionality, we're providing composability, for instance. So a lot of big challenges, a lot of complexity here, but we believe that the right place to solve these things is within the open source community, coalesce around a stack of capabilities that the open source community can innovate on. Yeah, so we're announcing a couple of things. First of all, that we have contributed to CNCF the K0s project and the Cosmotron project. So they are now sandbox, and so that's a big move for us. We've spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, and bringing those projects forward in the community, and it's an honor to contribute those to the community and see those move forward successfully. Then aligned to that, I mentioned we've announced Cordant as an open source project back in February, but we've done a follow-on announcement that we actually have a customer use case, a company, European CSP called Nebel, who we are helping them to simplify their complex environment. They're delivering inference, AI inference services, sovereign cloud services tailored to certain verticals, and but also sort of normalizing the management and operations of their entire environment, which also includes still some virtualization, VMware capabilities, bare metal, a whole bunch of different things alongside their AI inference. And we've partnered with a company, another European company called GCOR, and we've taken their advanced everywhere inference technology, and we've integrated that with Cordant, and we've announced that we've actually deployed this at Nebel, and we're in production there, and successfully normalizing and simplifying the operational model there in order for Nebel to deliver inference services that are sovereign services and private and secure, and can provide guaranteed regulatory compliance. So very exciting, that we're actually demonstrating through customer use case in such a short space of time after announcing Cordant. It's very exciting that we're able to talk about customer use cases already. So that's the main news. Yeah, so a lot going on. So we'll continue to push our open source efforts. We will continue to add capabilities and services within the community to Cordant, and obviously that's a huge sort of push and effort for us. We've got a lot of customer interest across the gamut of everything from CSPs and telcos to large enterprises. So we're going to continue to engage and learn and help our customers to deploy and simplify their environments. And yeah, I mean, quite frankly, we're excited about how AI and AI workloads are going to sort of accelerate the evolution of the architectures within customer environments. I think there's a lot of customers who are now using this moment in time to rethink their overall sort of architectures. As we know, there's been a lot of consternation around sort of VMware being acquired by Broadcom. Lots of not necessarily great things for customers going on there, and so people are sort of starting to rethink a lot of their architectures. And so there's a lot going on around people moving rapidly to hybrid cloud, making key decisions there, struggling with how they're going to comply with this regulatory environment, and how they're going to ensure that they're compliant with their local regulators and global regulators. And so we're excited to sort of dive into the middle of that and to really see how we can be contributors amongst the community to help solve a lot of these big problems that customers are struggling with.